Hi everyone. The Zohar in the portion of Vayera, the portion of this week in verse 81, says, "Vaya ktiv bei דעה כגוונה דהירותה דברנש התכוון ביה עלמא, אחי אמשיך עליה רוח מעילה, כגוונה דהוא רעותה דהידבק בי, או ברעותה התכוון במילה הילאה קדישה. היא תמשיך עליה להיא מילה מלעילה לטאטה לגבי." The Zohar writes that according to the level of desire that is being awakened inside of us, this will be the energy that will be drawn into our day, into our lives. Meaning that when there is a positive desire driving you, the energy that will be drawn, the energy that you will attract, will be positive energy. When there is a negative desire that is being awakened, negative desire not because the individual is a bad person. Many times when we lacking consciousness, the time that we are not aware of the type of thoughts that are crossing our mind, the type of feelings that are being awakened inside of us, and it feels just natural to feel in certain way or to think in certain way because of certain events that may be taking place in our lives, that naturally bringing our thoughts, our emotions to a place that we call it a negative place that we cannot really recognize the light, we cannot really recognize how blessed we are, we cannot appreciate what we have, a place of lack. Anytime that we fall into a place of lack, it is inevitable that we will fall into a space that negative desires will be awakened, unless we recognize that we fall into that space of lack, and then through the spiritual effort and the awareness, we elevate ourselves and we begin proactively awakening ourselves back into recognizing the light, the blessings in our lives, bringing our mind, our experience to a positive place. So according to whatever it is that we experience, if we are not aware of it, naturally we will fall into those negative spaces. So the Zohar here is awakening this understanding, and not only understanding in the mind, but also awakening the energy that each one of us needs and will need specifically in this coming week. Remember that wherever your desire will be the type of the energy that will be attracted into your life. Today, it is one of the most powerful days of the year. Today it is the day of elevation, what we call the Hilula, of Rachel Imenu, of Rachel the Matriarch. Rachel the Matriarch, among of many powerful is that her soul helps to awaken in our world. We're not talking about the past, about thousands of years ago. The soul of Rachel is here every moment. One of the most powerful energies that Rachel is awakening in our world is the energy of protection. Energy of protection. Rachel, as we know, is the only one among all the what we call the Avot and Imahot, the patriarchs and the matriarchs. When we speak about Avraham, Yitzchak and Yaakov, Abraham, Isaac and Jacob, when we speak about the matriarchs, we talk about Sarah, about Rebecca, about Leah and Rachel. Rachel is the only one who was not, her resting place is not in the cave of the Machpelah. in the city of Hebron. All the patriarchs and the matriarchs, their resting place is the cave, in the cave of the Machpelah, in the city of Hebron. Rachel, her resting place is in another city in the land of Israel, Bethlehem. This is the name, Bethlehem. And she was buried in the middle of the road. This is the way it's being described. So when the Israelites would come, when people would come to Israel, they would go through her tombstone, her resting place. There are many secrets of why Rachel was buried there and not with the other patriarchs and matriarchs, and why she was buried in the middle of a road. But as I was studying last night and this morning, I realized that in the past few weeks, those of you who follow the lectures, very powerful lectures of Michael Berg, in the past few weeks, Michael spoke about the idea that we should realize that faith, that something, any phase that we manifest anything in our lives, we should be aware and awaken proactively the consciousness inside of ourselves, realizing that we haven't yet manifest ourselves. Many times when things becoming manifest in our lives, we feel on the top of the mountain as if we accomplished the goal and the purpose of our existence. But every stage that something become manifest, we have to be in two places at the same time. Yes, appreciate the blessing of any blessing that become manifest in you and in your life, in your journey. However, don't stop there. This is just another phase. It's like the middle of the process. Don't stop in the middle. Don't stop in the middle. No matter what it is and no matter how it feels, how great and amazing and elevated it might feel for you, as things become manifest in your life, don't stop in the middle, because it is never really the ultimate goal for you in this life. Rachel, she was her resting places in the middle of the road. And one of the reasons it is to remind all of us that first, she will be there in any phase in our lives. Second, for us to awaken this understanding that we should never stop in the middle of the world. Rachel completed her ultimate stop in the middle of the world. And this is one of the most